I feel like I'm drowning right now. I feel like there is so much I'm trying to juggle all at once. There's so much uncertainty. And honestly, I can't keep up. It's getting to a point where I just want to lay down and quit. It's too much. Hey guys, my name is Dami, and I am a faith-based content creator with a passion for helping women, college students, and believers like myself grow in our walk with the Lord. So like I mentioned, lately I've been in a state of literal paralysis. I feel like there's so much going on in my life with so much uncertainty too, to the point where I don't even know what to do. I'm honestly not doing anything, and I feel like I'm wasting my time, and I keep crumbling because of all the stress that I'm dealing with. But the worst part isn't even being stressed out or feeling overwhelmed. It's honestly being my own worst enemy in all of this. But despite the fact that I am weak and I have failed time and time again, God has not failed me. He has given me such powerful reassurance that has kept me going. And today I'm going to share the same mindset shift with you. So first of all, it is so important that you acknowledge the fact that you are stressed out and get specific with what exactly is feeding this. The reason why is because the feeling of stress oftentimes thrives in chaos. So you feeling stressed isn't just the result of, you having actual stressors in your life, but it's probably the result of you lacking true clarity about what is even going on. Why do you even feel this way? So for me, it's not just the fact that I'm juggling multiple responsibilities. It's also the fact that I keep failing. I keep wasting my own time. I keep being my own worst enemy. So of course, on top of my actual stressors, it's me feeling a little chaotic, a little discouraged, a little overwhelmed with the way I'm responding to my situations as well. So what exactly is making you feel stressed? And you really want to get specific and honest with yourself about this. Don't try to act like you're super bad and you're fine and this isn't really as heavy as it may be. No, be willing to accept the fact that you are not as strong as you seem, and little things that probably shouldn't stress you out could be stressing you out, and that is completely okay. This is also important because we need to know exactly what we're going to bring to the Lord's feet, because he already knows what we're stressed out about, and honestly we're the only ones still in denial of the fact that we're overwhelmed. So I encourage you to sit down and get really specific about what are the multiple things in your life that are weighing you down right now. People oftentimes underestimate the power of expression, so I'm telling you, this really is key. So now this is where I give you the golden key. This is where you're truly going to find success. And I know it's going to sound crazy, but just stay with me. I promise it will make sense. I need you to give up. Yes, I just said give up, and let me explain why. So in Philippians 4, Paul says this: "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer, petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." So let me break this down for you. You have every single right to be overwhelmed. In fact, you should be. If you weren't overwhelmed, if you weren't stressed out living in this day and age where there are thousands of things that we have to constantly remember, there's so much uncertainty, there's so much chaos in the world, I would be scared for you. Okay, so you have every reason, and in fact, it's expected that you are overwhelmed right now. So when Paul encourages us to not be anxious about anything, he's first alluding to the fact that yes, there's something to be anxious about. There's going to come a time in our lives where our circumstances are going to be scary and they're going to cause us anxiety. But as believers, that is not where we're meant to stay, because we have access to an exclusive kingdom specialty, and that is peace. And not just any kind of peace, but peace that transcends all understanding. So like we mentioned, not only are we going to feel overwhelmed because of, our difficult circumstances or life getting hard, but sometimes I feel like we forget that a war is waged within ourselves. I mean, we are literally fighting our own sinful, lustful, lazy, disobedient nature that is going to cause us to be our own worst enemy, to waste our own times, to be the cause in our own suffering. So not because of who we are, but because of who God is, we have access to a kind of peace that transcends all understanding. I mean, think about the reality that we could literally be in one of the lowest places of our lives, but because we have access to God who is guarding our hearts and our minds, we could be experiencing the most peace, a peace that can't even be explained through mere words. But there's one more piece to this that we have to make sure we do not miss, and it's just as Paul says, in every situation we have to give thanks, we have to be prayerful, and we have to petition to God. So earlier when I told you to give up, it is because there should not be a single area of your life that you are trying to manage or maneuver by your own strength, by your own power. Instead, we need to stop trying to do things on our own and stop trying to juggle our multiple multiple responsibilities by our own power, because we've seen how far we can get ourselves. We've seen what our power can do. We need to recognize the gravity of God and who he is. I mean, he can walk on water, resurrect the dead, make mountains move, and we think that he can't help us in our day-to-day lives. We think that our problems are too big or too little to submit to him. No. So in every situation, we need to make sure that we recognize the full sovereignty of God and acknowledge that it is going to be by his power that we stop feeling stressed and we stop feeling overwhelmed all the time. The more recognition you have of yourself being a weak human being, the more pressure you can take off of yourself and give it to the one who can handle it, the one who wants to handle it for you. But it's important that we first fully submit to God and we acknowledge that we are weak and we cannot do it on our own, that we can no longer carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we give up. He wants to take control and to take the stress off of your life, but it's important for you to first give it to him, place it in his hands. But once again, I encourage you to first identify the things in your life that are weighing you down, that are stressing you out. You got to get specific with knowing what exactly is causing chaos in your life and what exactly do you need to bring to the Lord's feet. Comment down below what those stressors are and spend time today in prayer with the one who actually wants to help you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.